Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Derek Brent here of Same Discussion on Strike 7 Sports. They got another video coming at you, and this time it's concerning the New Orleans Saints and their cornerback slash safety nickel guy, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, CD Deuce. So I'm just posting my thoughts on what he tweeted out today on Twitter, on social media. In the tweet, it states that it mentions Marshawn Lattimore, him, P.J. Williams, Malcolm Jenkins, Marcus Williams, and the apparently the newest member of the Saints secondary is Xavien Howard. Now we can take this with a grain of salt, overreact or do whatever we want to do, you know, to this tweet, but maybe Gardner CJ CD Deuce knows something that we don't, and that's concerning the Saints, trading for the star cornerback from the Miami Dolphins. So if you've not heard about it by now, the Saints have been named as a series contender for the services of Miami Dolphins cornerback Xavien Howard. So I'm just going to go ahead and just read the article from Pro Football Network that talks about this tweet today. Is a trade in the works that would send star cornerback Xavien Howard heading to the Big Easy. That's certainly one way to interpret a Thursday morning tweet by New Orleans Saints safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Xavien Howard to New Orleans trade rumors resurfaced with C.J. Gardner-Johnson's tweet. Of course, another and probably more likely way to interpret it is Gardner-Johnson engaged in some very public wishful thinking. The tweeting question. So, all our defensive backs, all but Howard, are current members of the New Orleans Saints. Howard, arguably the best corner in football, wants to raise, although not necessarily a huge one. The Dolphins have up until now been the Dolphins have up until now been unwilling to give him a salary bump. The impossible could come to a head next week when the Dolphins report to training camp. Howard skipped the team's mandatory minicamp over his contract unhappiness, and there's been no guarantee yet that he'll report. That's why Gardner-Johnson's tweet was so eye-opening. Well, the social media post based on the insider information. There's been no other public reason to believe that such a deal is close. Howard has kept quiet since his minicamp holdout, and no Dolphins official has spoken publicly on the situation since June. It's a very unique, Dolphin coach Brian Flores said during minicamp. It's a renegotiation of an extension after 1 year, and it's honestly something that hasn't been done before. I am not saying that we're drawing a line in the sand, but different players set the market every year. We love X. Let me go ahead and say that right now, so you guys can make sure that you write that we love him. He's very productive. He's a team player. He's an important player on this team. But again, it's a unique situation. We want to keep him here. Again, markers are set specific to Byron Jones. Markers are set differently every year. Yeah, that's part of the conversation. But again, that's what. Hold on. But again, that's what makes this unique. Like I mentioned, which I am sure everyone can understand. All right. Byron Jones' name is relevant to this conversation because he is the highest paid cornerback on Miami's roster. Howard signed a 5-year deal, $75.25 million extension before the 2019 season, but in reality, it was a 6-year deal with a value of less than $13 million. Then in the 2020 offseason, the Dolphins signed Jones, a free agent on the open market, to a 5-year, $82.5 million contract. So Byron Jones was played with the Cowboys before he was signed with the Dolphins. That dynamic doesn't set well with Howard, particularly after he put together an all-pro season in 2020 that earned him consideration for NFL Defensive Player of the Year honors. The Dolphins opened training camp on Wednesday. If Howard boycotts it, Dolphins will have a choice whether to fine him $50,000 a day, based on the language in the CBA. The Athletics' Jeff Duncan wrote on Twitter last week that if Howard hits the market, I expect the Saints to be heavily involved in trying to land him. All right, end quote. All right, so there you have it. That's a good piece written by Adam Beasley of Pro Football Network. I'm going to have the link to the article down below if you want to check it out. So basically the issue is Howard already signed a deal, a pretty good contract, but he wants a salary bump, so that way he can stay in contention with the other top paid corners. Continue to reset the market. So it's pretty much about him not getting paid more money. The other guy that came in, Byron Jones, came in, he set the market again. So I guess Howard wants that same amount of money. So if the Saints make a move for Xavien Howard, what would they mean for this roster? What would the Saints have to give up? Is a first-round pick or giving up to take on that salary? Because his salary could fit under the Saints' salary cap. His salary could fit under the Saints' roster. But what would the Saints give up? First round, is he worth a first-round pick? We might need that first-round pick if Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill don't work out, and the record gets really bad to where the Saints might be picking in the upper selections in the draft, the next year's draft. So we might need that pick, man. We think we might need that first-round pick. Now, if a second or a third is possible, or even one of those comp picks, during one of those compensatory picks, and get some to Miami and get Howard on his team. Because I think if you have Xavien Howard, Marshawn Lattimore, C.D. Deuce, Malcolm Jenkins, Marcus Williams, P.J. Williams back there, that is a very dangerous secondary, man. That is a dangerous secondary, man. And the potential of having Quan Alexander back, and we just have to hold it down till David Onyemata gets back. I think we'd be in good shape defensively. And hopefully Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill can, settle things on the offensive side of the football, and we can stay in contention to win the division, or even secure home field advantage. Try to get home field advantage, man, or even go further in the playoffs instead of just getting the wild card spot. So there's so many possibilities with Xavien Howard on the roster, man. And CD Deuce, you just take it for what it is with this tweet. He just being optimistic. Maybe he knows something. We don't know. These tweets are so, a lot of these tweets could be cryptic. You know what I'm saying? You never know what they mean. But anyways, man, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. How would you feel about having the Xavien Howard on the roster? And if we do make a rule for Xavien Howard, what should we give up to Miami? Also in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. Who that?